listening to the Sportz Nuts.
Man, much needed break coming up. Season
Welcome,
5
everyone,
finale.
to another amazing episode of the Sportz Nuts. Wow, we made it to the season 5 finale and episode 204. All right. And real quick, a shout out to everyone at 95.5 FM KFCE TigerNation.live in Terrell, Texas, and the other 8 radio stations across the country and 38 other countries all across the pond that are participating tonight here. Thank you all. Truly means the world to us. Shane and Matt and Ben Direct and I am your fill-in host, Ralph Williams, tonight, filling in for Brandon Keeler, and I will be filling in throughout the month of March on some shows here for Brandon, as he has to take care of some medical things. So I will be filling in for him here on the Sportz Nutz Show. Let's introduce the team here. Let's start off with you, Matt. How are you today? Welcome to the show.
Hey, Ralph, what's up, man? What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing fine. Hope everybody. What's today? Today's Friday. It's actually Friday.
Yeah.
It's actually Friday too. So hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's ready for a good weekend.
Oh yeah. Spring's around the corner. Don't forget, please, to set your clocks up 1 hour after 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. All right, Shane Owen, how are you today, Shane? How's everything with you?
Oh man, doing great. Work week is done, so weekend with some pretty decent weather. We've kind of been spoiled here the past couple of days, so gonna enjoy it a little bit. Get out in the yard, get ready for some gardening and stuff like that. So looking forward to doing a little bit of that this weekend, but definitely excited for the season 5 finale. And
yes, absolutely.
Really waiting to have a great episode with you guys at the end of the season.
Likewise, thank you. And I want to thank Brandon Keeler for giving me the opportunity to host the show tonight. And always a thanks to him for letting me also put my shows and RW Media Production shows here on the Sportz Nutz Network. All right, Ben Willis, how are you, Ben? How's everything with you, sir?
All blessed and highly favored, my friend. I'm doing great.
That's good to hear, man. It's good.
Yeah, like Shane, it's the weather's been great here. We live kind of close together, and man, it's just been fantastic. It's been such a brutal cold winter, and so it's been kind of nice to get a little break. And I'm just excited to be a part of the show tonight.
I think this had to be one of the worst winters I've seen in a long time. I mean, yeah. And I moved here where I live to get away from that stuff, and then I end up getting stuck in it. So I mean, so it's just it's like I brought it with me or something,
Yeah.
So,
can you take it back, please?
Yeah. I'm sorry, man.
Can you take it back, please?
Yeah, no, I shipped it out. That's what I did. I went and I shipped it out, man. That's simple as that. We have a solid episode always for you. We're talking about college basketball as conference tournaments are in full swing. We're also going to be talking deep. We're looking to the NFL Hall of Fame for this year, and or the Hall of Fame game. What do you see? Who it is? It's going to be interesting though, because you got one team with a new head coach and another team with a young head coach that made the playoffs with an 8-9 record. We'll tell you who that is coming up as well. We're talking about how many college basketball teams have started 30-0, and Shane's going to tackle that tonight. And we're talking Major League Baseball and a whole lot more right here on the Sportz Nutz Show every single Friday night, 7:30 p.m., Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget to mark it on your calendar. Call your friend, call your cousin, call somebody, get them here doing this show as well. All right. Okay, let's get into this segment here. Shane's going to do this here. Let's see. It is how many schools have started 30-0 in their seasons, and that number is actually pretty small, but mighty. Shane, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ralph, if you don't mind, go ahead and bring up that graphic for me.
I will do that. Right now. Here, I got it right here. All right, here it is. There you go. All right, there's your teams. College basketball teams that have started the season 30-0 or better. All right.
Oh, yeah. Well, you see UCLA down there at the bottom, of course, sticks out to you, with their run that they had during that time. I believe was the Wooden era. Of course, Indiana, that 74-75 season was the only one to finish undefeated national champions, I do believe. But one that's not on there that my dad quickly reminded me of when I was speaking with him this evening was in NC State.
Wow.
Their 72-73 season, they went 27-0, but were banned from the postseason because of their recruiting violations in David Thompson to the team, who eventually in the 73-74 season, they won the national championship that year with them. So it kind of paid off in a sense. But there's some pretty decent teams up here that we see.
Yes.
We love to hear in our comments and everybody listening and watching out there. Kind of what teams stick out in their mind to this graphic. I know Matt's probably got a couple of opinions on the graphic. What do you think about it, Matt?
Yeah. How about that, man? Yeah, man.
Excuse me. People, there are a lot of good teams on there, man. There's a lot of good teams on there. A team that I don't see on there, if I'm not mistaken, is that Kansas Jayhawk team with Paul Pierce. I know they started off 30-0, and they ended up losing. But you look at those teams, man, and really a lot of it doesn't mean anything unless you ended up being a champion, man. So you look at the Indiana Hoosiers, man. They started 30-0, finished 32-0. They were pretty much I think they were the last undefeated national champion in Division I history, if I'm not mistaken. But a lot of teams on that list, man. You look at that UNLV Running Rebels, probably the most dominant team, but of course we know the story with that one and how they lost in the Final Four. But I mean, a lot of good teams, man. A lot of good teams on there, man. Gonzaga, that team was really good, but they ended up losing in the national championship game. Those Kentucky Wildcats, they started 38-0, ended up losing in the Final Four. So I mean, hey man, guys, it takes luck. Luck is one of the things that it takes to go all the way and get that championship, man. And it shows that just because they start off 30-0, 38-0, that doesn't mean a thing. Can you maintain it and sustain it all the way to the last game of the season?
Well, you know what I've always said, Matt. It's better to be lucky than good sometimes.
I remember that.
What I mean, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And I got a little story I'm going to tell here, but first we'll get to Ben here. Ben, your thoughts. Go ahead.
Well, I want to draw attention to the 1978-79 team of Indiana State. A lot of y'all may be saying, "Well, who the heck is Indiana State?" Well, so a lot of y'all listening and watching to the show tonight might know a guy by the name of Larry Bird. He played for Indiana State.
Yes, he did.
And they actually lost in the national championship that year to Michigan State, 75-64. And guess who played for Michigan State that year? A man by the name of Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson. Wow.
The first of many great matchups between the two of them going on to the NBA.
That was the best time of the NBA, Ben, is when they had all them different matchups with Bird, Magic Johnson, Julius Erving, all them times back in them days in the NBA. Oh, man, those were the days. So.
But it all started right there at Indiana State, guys.
Yes, it did. And I got to tell you, those of you who are Steeler fans, which Pittsburgh Steeler, and I'll give you a hint, he was an 80s offensive lineman, played for Indiana State. Can anybody take a guess?
I don't know that one.
The late Tunch Ilkin. The late Tunch Ilkin. So, so there you go. And also Brandon Keeler says, hope everyone is doing well. We are almost at our destination. Okay, great, Brandon. Thank you. It's great to know that you're going to be there safely.
It's great to know that he's driving and texting at the same time. That's great. That's great. Great.
Exactly.
Good job,
all
buddy.
Right. We all know, real quick, we're going to talk about the NCAA tournament real quick. And, even though a team is 30-0 or a team comes in the favorite, I think all four of us here have seen upsets over the years. And I want to tell you a little story. In 1999, I was in Vegas staying at the Frontier Hotel, and the tournament was going on. And that was the year, and I don't know how many of you remember this, but I do. That was the year that all the underdogs beat the favorites. Duke lost, Syracuse lost, they all lost to these underdogs. All these people were coming out of sports bet there, just heads down low, gave up their house and did, what mortgage house, whatever. I mean, and I had a guy behind me, smelled like a brewery. And I was standing in line at this stand that sold hot dogs and French fries. And if you're a guest at a hotel, instead of paying $5, you pay $3. So I showed him my hotel card and everything else. And this guy's behind me. And he goes, "Hey, man," he says, "I got $1 left." I said, "Really?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "I put all my money on Syracuse and they lost to Wright State. I'm down to $1. I'm going to get me a 99-cent shrimp cocktail." I said, "Well, good for you, pal." And that's what I said to him. So, I mean, see, anytime anybody can beat anybody. And when it comes to the NCAA tournament, and a lot of people go out there and they put their house on the line, they put all this other stuff. I thought I'd share that story with you on that one. So, so there you are. All right. Matt, Brandon said, no, it was Cassie, Matt. She was the one who was doing the texting there. Not
that reminds me, man, not too long ago, maybe like 10 years ago, when Georgia State got that upset win over Baylor, man. With the last second shot from RJ. Oh gosh, I just seen him in the store the other day. RJ, I can't remember his last name. RJ Hunter hit that last second shot, man. That shot actually got him drafted first round pick to the Celtics, actually. But things like that, man. That's why we love the tournament. That's why we love this time of year, because the unexpected can happen. And even though you felt your brackets, even though somebody's a shoe in to win, there's a slight hesitation there because it's the NCAA tournament, and if a team just lingers around, then boom. I mean, let's not forget, guys. Let's not forget this.
Gonzaga, Wright State,
Gonzaga.
State,
no,
these teams.
Let's not forget. What was it? This young light skinned guy. By the name of Stephen Curry and Davidson, how they marched through the tournament that year, man, and got to the Elite Eight, I believe, before Kansas took them out. But hey, man, you never know.
Shaka Smart and VCU.
Yep.
Exactly, guys. Anyone can think of an upset of an undefeated team in the tournament. I mean, I just gave you the one from 1999, Wright State and Syracuse. I mean, Syracuse wasn't undefeated, but they were favored. I know Gonzaga, Wichita State's done some over the years. Several other teams have upset some of these guys in the tournament. All right, let's get started here let's get back into the show here a little bit more. We have shout out to all the conference championship tournaments going on, but let's also focus on the Big 12 and what they debuted with this tournament, a glass floor. All right, one that changes every scene with the teams in the Big 12. What courts have you been to? And have you have an awesome idea about it with designs, live action, 3D actions? You can use 2.10 Pro and or college. Start with Shane. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, well, I can think of just some of the ones that I've been to. Definitely one when I was younger, going to the Hive there in Charlotte. When it was kind of on the outskirts, they had the actual honeycomb into the floor, kind of first of its kind, innovative type stuff back then, I guess you would say in the 90s. But it was one of the first of its kind, and I was able to see it in person as a youngster. So definitely, as far as a pro court goes, that's my one. And number two is definitely going to be a homer decision for me with Virginia Tech there at Castle Coliseum. They got rid of it the past couple of years, but they used to have the bridge that comes in the campus embedded in the floor, the pillars of honor that they have. And then I forget, there was something else that they had on the other side of the court, but they're at Castle Coliseum, but that was pretty cool to watch. And I mean, I've said it before, that's an awesome place to go watch a game in the first place.
All right, Matt.
Yeah, man, probably the most craziest atmosphere that I've that's out there, of course, we know is probably Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Yes.
But one that I've been a part of or that I've seen was the Dean Smith Center, man. There was a game, a college game with Vince Carter and Antoine James. I got to see them play, man. So, that atmosphere was pretty cool, man, back then, because it's like you look at all these stars on the floor, which at that time you don't know they're going to be stars. Like you don't know Vince Carter's going to be the best dunker of all time. I mean, you can see the hints. You don't know Anton Jameson's going to be the multi-time All-Star. You don't know Rasheed Wallace this or Jerry Stackhouse this. You just don't know. So, man, I'll have to go with the D. Smith Center, but also another good one, man, is Rupp Arena, and that's the one Kentucky played in. Rupp Arena is always good atmosphere as well.
All right, Ben.
I'd say probably in terms of just court design and just overall atmosphere, when they're good, the Atlanta Hawks is actually a really cool arena to go to, especially back in the 2010s. They had kind of like I guess it was either like an Argyle kind of style on the floor, or maybe I think they call it feathers. Matt, you probably know. You probably know what I'm talking about. But they also, by the way, had some of the coolest uniforms back in those days. The Atlanta Hawks, even if they were losing 60 games, they looked really cool while they were doing it.
Hey, the Reds, the red and whites, and
yeah.
Or is this back when like the mid '90s with the Dikembe Mutombo and them? Which one was this? Or the early '90s? Or the early 2000s? Which one's early 2000s?
Yeah. Was it the early 2000s, Ben, or 90s?
Are you asking like when the style of that court was? Like when I saw it? Is that what you're asking me, Matt?
Yeah. When did you see it?
No, it was 2010s.
The 2010s. Okay.
Yep.
Those are the teams with like Jeff Teague.
Yeah, that's when Trae Young was still there. Ice Trae.
There you go. All right, guys. Okay. Peterson Event Center, the University of Pittsburgh. Been there many times. I worked there. I used to work security, and not a bad place for a basketball game. Very good, actually. The Oakland Zoo gets very heavily. Oh man, if it's just crazy when the Oakland Zoo gets going there. I also used to watch Pitt at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse, which actually was not a bad atmosphere, small place, but sometimes smaller is better. I've also been to games at Duquesne University in Pittsburgh. They just at the Palumbo Center, and that wasn't a bad place either. And I've also been to Robert Morris's facility, which is now the UPMC Arena, and it's not bad to have a new arena there. I was at the old arena there, and I've been to those three places. And again, I don't think there really isn't a bad place to watch a basketball game. It depends on what the atmosphere is of it. I mean, if like the Oakland Zoo and Duke, their atmosphere, North Carolina. I actually got to meet Roy Williams one time. It was great. So, when I was doing security. So it's a nice facility. They've had some issues with roof leaking and stuff, but Peterson Event Center is not a bad place at the University of Pittsburgh. They just got to get the right coach in there. So other than that, it's a good place to play basketball. All right, let's go into the Hall of Fame. All right, the Hall of Fame game is coming up. We'll be at the beginning of August. It always is, or the end of July there. Is everyone ready for who it is? It's the Carolina Panthers versus the Arizona Cardinals. Now, we get to see what Mike LaFleur is made of as the new head coach of Arizona. All right, let's get started with Shane. Shane, go ahead. What do you think of this game?
Yeah, well, I'd definitely love to see this game. Being a Panthers fan,
Right.
especially they're going to be honoring Luke Kuechly and Larry Fitzgerald there at the ceremonies. That's kind of why they always pick a couple teams that have player representatives going into the Hall of Fame to play in that game. But definitely excited to see what a Panther squad is going to come out and look like, this coming year. They had showed promise at times. At times, they showed promise of getting a high draft pick. But it kind of it worked out well in the end with the three-way tie. We were on the winning side of that deal. Being into playoffs and performing in the playoffs the way we did, definitely excited to see what we could do in this coming season. But definitely excited to see the Hall of Fame ceremonies with Luke Kuechly going in
Yeah,
for
Larry
sure.
Fitzgerald. Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, as well as
Yes.
Larry Fitz.
Yeah.
I know Ralph. You know a little bit about him up there being
Yes.
a
When he was
Panther, and also
Yes. I wish he would have stayed a few more years, but you know what? He did great things at Pitt, so I can't complain. He was there for 2 years. He did great things. So it was nice to have Larry Fitzgerald and a class act, very nice guy, very, for an athlete, and he also went back to school. He did some things with the University of Phoenix, and he once said, "I'm the cheapest millionaire around. I go to Taco Bell." He says, "I don't go to no fancy places or nothing." So, when he told me that one time, I was like, "Wow." But anyway, all right, Matt, your thoughts on this Hall of Fame game here, Carolina versus Arizona?
I mean, of course, the highlight's going to be, Kuechly and Fitz getting into the Hall of Fame, man. That'll probably be the only highlights we see. Not to discredit the Panthers in Arizona, man, but we're going to, of course, we're going to get, we're going to see some rookies and we're going to see some third stringers out there. But at that particular time, we're all just going to be happy that football is back. So we're all going to tune in and we're all going to watch it, man. But yeah, I'm glad to see those guys get in, and around that time, we all will be craving football, man. I'll be ready to get some parlays in. So,
all right, Ben.
I echo what Matt said. I think we're all at that point. We're all going to be football starved. Shoot, I'm already starting to get a little thirsty for football. I already miss it, man. So I'm excited for it. I'm here for it, and I do want to take a second to just congratulate. This year's Hall of Fame class.
Yes.
Growing up in North Carolina, when Luke Kuechly was in his prime, we watched every game on Sunday, man. Watching him, diagnose the defense. He would diagnose the offensive play before the offense even diagnosed it, and it was just he was such a joy to watch. Such a pleasure to watch. Unreal player. Larry Fitz, obviously the Mitts. I mean, that brother never dropped the pass at all. Adam Vinatieri, I'm going to say he might be the best kicker ever. Then you look at Roger Craig. I mean, winning 3 Super Bowls with the 49ers, that's pretty good. So
and for a small guy, he really ran the football really well for a small guy. I mean, he was a great running back, and it's great to see all these guys in the Hall of Fame. All right, my thoughts on this game is I like Dave Canellis as the coach of Carolina. He's done some things. A couple of years, it always takes 3-4 years to. And as Brandon always says, Rome wasn't built in a day. It always takes a few years for a rookie coach to get started, all right, and get things rolling, especially in Carolina, all right. But Arizona now has a new head coach, Mike LaFleur. I am interested to see what happens there. Are we going to see Kyler Murray? Is Kyler Murray going to be shipped out? What's going to happen with Arizona? That's going to be the mystery of this game, all right, is the fact that we don't know what we're going to see with Mike LaFleur as their new head coach. And also, we don't know what we're going to see if Kyler Murray, if they decide to ship him out. All right, what's going to happen there? And, there's a lot of talk him going to different teams and different places and things like that. And the good news, too, about Carolina, Bryce Young's got another year with Dave Canellis. He's very good at working with quarterbacks. You see what he did down in Seattle. And he's been around and down in Tampa. Look what he did with Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield did nothing in Cleveland, and he did a lot in Cleveland, got shipped out. But now and then in Tampa, Canellis really molded him, and now he's become a really decent quarterback, and Canellis is good for that, and I respect him for that. So, any final thoughts here before we move on about the Hall of Fame?
I'm just going to add that Kyler Murray was released on Tuesday.
Who? Oh, was he really? Oh, you know what?
Yeah. Kyler's gone. I think he narrowed it down to either the Falcons or the Vikings. Those are his two.
The Vikings, Matt. They need to get a quarterback. JJ Watt or JJ. Oh, excuse me.
We know who you mean. JJ, give it to the other team.
Yeah, that's JJ McCarthy has really, soiled the bed more or less. So I mean, Brandon, how are you? Welcome. How was your trip?
We're still driving, but we stopped to get dinner for the girls. But we're doing good. We made it down to Roswell. And Matt, you didn't tell me that it was pouring
Raining.
buckets out here.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a deluge of rain. I mean,
Yeah.
like the lightning. You might see the flashes of lightning behind me, but I mean, it's literally like somebody unzipped the sky and just here. I'm gonna pour a whole bucket of rain at all times.
It literally just started not too long ago, man. Nobody knew this was coming. It wasn't even in the forecast. It just started. So, hey, man, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it was
man,
coming down the drove.
Oh yeah, I know what that's like. When it rains here, man, look out. And I got stuck in one last March. So I mean, I come down here to look at property, and it took me forever to get down here. I mean, the rain, it was like a monsoon kind of rain, just come down and down. And it was crazy. So I mean, I understand what you went through, Brandon. It's not easy. You know what I mean?
But yeah, to get back on topic, of those two particular teams, man. I'm kind of interested in looking at the outlook for those particular squads. I mean, is Carolina gonna send that 5th-year option for Bryce? I mean, are they gonna do that? And also, what's Arizona?
I want to know what's gonna happen with. I was about to say I want to know what happens because. The report is that they're going to cut Kyler Murray, and I want to know
they cut him already.
What is going to transpire?
They cut him already, man.
They already cut him on Tuesday.
So I want to know what's going to transpire.
Yeah, what pick does Arizona have?
They're like number 2, I think, or 3.
I think they have the 4th. No, they have the 4th pick. It's the 4th.
They have the 4th. I know they're somewhere in the top 4. Yes.
So this is the worst draft to need a quarterback, pretty much.
Oh, it's bad. It's like the Kenny Pickett draft, Matt.
100%. This is the worst draft for quarterbacks. It really is.
No, I think the Kenny Pickett draft, Sam Howell and Malik Willis and all that. I think that was a pretty bad draft.
I mean, Sam Howell went in the 2nd round, and Malik Willis went in the 3rd or 4th round. Yeah. So they went where they went, but the 1st round was just.
We had Desmond Ritter, remember?
Yeah, Desmond Ritter. Yeah.
He was 3rd round pick.
I can't believe you mentioned that name, Matt.
I think he plays for the Cardinals now, doesn't he?
I thought he was with the Raiders.
He plays for the Raiders.
He plays for the Raiders. Yes, I thought
so. He played with the Cardinals last season. He played with the Cardinals last season.
Speaking of Geno, they're releasing Geno.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. I keep telling people are like, well, what are the Steelers going to do if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back? And, I'm hearing names, Jacoby Brissett, I'm hearing Geno Smith, I'm hearing all that. And people are like, well, Malik Willis or whatever. And I keep telling people, we have a new coaching staff. We have a guy who is an offensive guru who can work with quarterbacks. If Malik Willis comes to Pittsburgh, he might make them shine. And I'm telling you, it's a whole different ballgame now in Pittsburgh with this new coaching staff. And I mean,
But Ralph, what do you always say about change of scenery?
That's right. Change of scenery can do a man some good. And I'm telling you, it works both ways in coaching and in players too. You're right.
I think Pittsburgh's going to try out Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come back to Pittsburgh.
Well, we'll find out.
I think he will come back one more year too.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now, the name that I've heard be mentioned a lot for Atlanta, though, Matt, also, and I'm pretty sure you've heard it, is 2 names: Kyler Murray and Malik Willis. I've heard them mentioned so much.
Yeah,
that it's becoming a redundant story.
Look, man, this is even though he played Call of Duty all day, Kyler Murray is a starting quarterback in the NFL. You got to understand, Arizona for the last 3 years. For the last 3 years, Arizona has had a putrid offensive line, and they have no receivers.
Yeah.
The best receiver they had was their tight end McBride, and he just came on this year. Yeah. So I mean, I can't even blame them, man. Their offensive line is terrible. So we'll see. When Kyler had an offensive line, they were competing. Back when he had DeAndre Hopkins and things like that, they were competing. But hey, man.
Ever since Wilson Hunt and Arians left, Cardinals haven't been right. I mean, Steve Wilkes didn't do anything down there. They have not been right. And, Kyler Murray kind of got stuck in the middle of all that conundrum down there. And then Kingsbury, he kind of, 1 or 2 years he was all right, and then he stunk up the joint.
Ralph, be honest, he stunk the joint up. Yeah, but he stunk the joint up. He stunk the joint up.
I think Kingsbury was just like it was that time when everybody was trying to get this next Sean McVay. So everybody was just trying to get that next guy, and Kingsbury just happened to kind of get with that, man. But going back to Kyler Murray, man, Kyler Murray has an arm. He's accurate. He can escape the pocket.
Mobile.
He can move in the pocket.
Yeah, he's mobile.
but he's very small. But at the same time, he's very mobile.
I think
and
the right coach in the right system, I think will work for him.
So I think him coming to Atlanta for a year would be great. And if he overperforms, I would have no problem paying him over Michael Penix at all.
No, I would.
But you also heard though, Matt Ryan did say he is not committing to Michael Penix.
How could you? He's been hurt the last 5 seasons in a row. Mm-hmm. He's been hurt the last 5 seasons, including college. I mean, he hasn't had a full season yet in the last 5 years. So I mean,
best ability is availability, though, Matt.
Exactly, I agree with you. He's not available. He hasn't been available every year.
Even when he is, he's mid.
Very mid, very mid.
He has not shown me that he could be a savior for the franchise. He has not shown me that it factor. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he has no excuse either. He's got plenty of weapons and a good enough O-line.
He has more weapons than any other quarterback drafted in that draft.
Well, we're going to find out what Stefanski does here in this draft, Matt, and Brandon and Ben. And Shane. We're going to find out what happens here. I mean, I want to see what his draft's going to be like. All right, we'll go from there.
I mean, Shane, if you guys let us borrow, McMillan, Ted McMillan for a couple of weeks, man.
You really think that?
You guys can be nice and let us borrow for a little bit, man. Hey, we might let y'all hold Kyle Pitts for a couple games, man.
Here's the question I have for you guys.
Canales wants to go in that run heavy kind of direction, be a more physical team. So they're definitely looking for a tight end, but more of a physical blocking tight end that's more of a presence down in the red zone type as well, though.
Yeah, the question is Stefanski going to be in the draft room, or is he going to stay at his house like he did up in Cleveland?
I think he'll be in the draft room this year. What I'm thinking,
the
first year he'll be in the draft room, man. He better be in that draft room.
I know that hire, by the way.
Up in Cleveland,
Stefanski's a stud,
man. I like him, man. Anybody that can take the Browns to the playoffs, you got an A+ in my book. A in my book.
Well, here's what I wanted. I wanted Atlanta to get Clint Kubiak as the head coach, and OC is I wanted Kevin Stefanski because Stefanski is an offensive guru.
He is. Yes,
but it hasn't been working. That formula hasn't been working for the Falcons. Getting the first-time head coach, that just hasn't been working for the Falcons. So I'm glad that they went to somebody who has coaching experience.
Did with Dan Quinn? Didn't Dan Quinn take us to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time he did, but at the same time it was really Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. Matt Ryan had the MVP season. I mean, and then we had Devontae Freeman and Tevin Campbell running the ball. I mean, it's kind of, we had the best offensive. We had the 8th best offense of all time. The 8th best offensive of all time. Quinn is a defensive coach. He had nothing to do with the offense.
Yep.
So
my next question is, where's Kirk Cousins going to go if they decide? You know what I mean? Atlanta. Where's Kirk Cousins?
Retirement home.
So.
Ben,
Ben,
would you take him down to Miami?
Heck no.
Yeah, there you go, Ben.
Well, I mean,
Jeff Haff's got to get somebody. I mean, he has nobody.
I'd rather sign a 16-year-old kid out of high school.
With the amount of advancements in NIL deals, pretty soon that might be coming up, man.
Yeah.
At this rate, with NIL,
or if you play basketball for USC.
There you go.
Yeah.
They guarantee wide receiver spot in the league.
I'm going to hop off here. We have to continue our drive, but I want you guys to have a fantastic show.
All right. Thank you, Shane.
Thank you for hosting. Shane,
Brandon, thank you. You're welcome.
Ben, thank you guys.
See you, Brandon.
I'll try to come back on again, but if not, you guys have a fantastic evening. And please, also, want to give a shout out to everybody who has subscribed. We are at 5,100 subscribers, y'all. That's amazing. We hit 400,000 views. And I really want to give a shout out to Tony Gladstone, because remember, he was with us on episode 200. Y'all, it's over 55,000 views just on that episode. So that is absolutely amazing. So thank you to everybody who has subscribed.
Hey, maybe I'll have Tony on my show. See if I get 55,000 views.
Yeah, Tony's a great guy. We love him.
Yes, Tony's a good guy. So
I want to give a special shout out to everybody who has tuned in this season. I want to say thank you to Matt for getting me the shorts finally. No, but you guys, we've had a tremendous run this season, and I'm excited for what's going to take place for season 6. And Matt's already working hard at the new intro, the new outro. Shane and Ben and myself and Matt, all of us, even Rob is also helping. We're trying to find ways to make this show even flashier, and you guys are going to be excited to see what we have lined up for you. But until then, guys, I want you all to have a fantastic evening. As I always tell you guys, peace up, A-Town down. Why it's the greatest sports city ever was. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Ralph, Matt, Shane, Ben, I'll talk to you on the other side. Y'all take care.
Have a good one, Brandon.
See you, buddy.
Safe travels the rest of the way. All right.
Praying for you, man.
All right. Brandon Keeler traveling to Atlanta, and I wish him well on his trips and his medical thing that's going on as well. All right, let's get into story time. It is story time. All right, let's start off with Shane, your sports story. Go ahead, Shane.
Oh yeah, well, I want to hit on a couple quick things with you guys
Go ahead.
that were coming on. Just kind of get your thoughts on has anybody watched this World Baseball Classic going on?
I haven't checked it out yet. I was waiting. I was going to look at it just to see Paul Skeens, but I haven't looked at it. So.
Man, our buddy Tony Gladstone mentioned it about Japan and Chinese Taipei being the two teams that might advance out of that pool. Chinese Taipei is 0-2, and Japan's 1-0. But Australia in that pool play has come out and is undefeated 2-0. They have yet to play Japan, of course, but they're 2-0. So that's one of the big surprises that we see. Of course, the USA game is just getting underway here, top of the first. So definitely going to be tuned into that. But as you said, you said you wanted to see Skeens. Anything else that you're looking at?
Yeah. I wanted to see Paul Skeens. I haven't had the opportunity to check out the the World Classic yet. I haven't had that opportunity, but I want to add something real quick here. Back some time ago, Bobby Valentine coached the Japanese team and Dan Serafini was his star pitcher. Sad things have happened to Dan lately. He just got convicted for murdering his father-in-law, and also he was on bar rescue. His bar down in California was not doing well, and he was on bar rescue. And Bobby Valentine, Dan Serafini took Japan to a championship. So I just want to let everyone know that as some history. Matt, your thoughts on the baseball class or the World Classic here? Matt, hello. Oh, we lost him there. He froze up a little bit. Ben, go ahead.
Yes. So I want to draw attention, just to the MLB spring training that's going on. I'm going to draw attention to a man by the name of Carlos LaGrange. And for those of you baseball nerds that have been keeping up, he threw a 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Now, this is about a week or two ago. He threw a 102-mile-an-hour fastball to throw out. I believe it was Judge. I believe it was Aaron Judge that he struck out. There's been a lot of just really early great contributors to the spring training. Guys like Matt McLean, Curtis Mead. There's a lot of young prospects that are really showing out, and it's great for the future of the league, of the MLB, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Matt, go ahead.
Hey, what's up? Sorry, guys. I think I froze out for a minute, man. I'm back.
Happens to everybody.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Where do we leave off at?
Talk about the World Baseball.
We're talking about the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. I haven't paid too much attention to it. I'm kind of like you, Ralph, with it, man. Just kind of been, listening to it here and there, man. But I've definitely been paying attention, man. Definitely. I'm interested to see what happens and to see what goes on.
Okay, let's get time with story time. Shane, was that your story, or do you want to?
No. I got another story.
Go ahead.
One I want to kind of bring attention to. It's the last week of the college basketball season. So, as you know, if you've been a part of any sport, you get a senior night as a senior, going off, kind of a final send off in your final home game. So we had a few players go through that this week. but you know, I want to kind of get a select number of players. And that number is 22 players. 22 players at the high power four. We'll include the Big East in this one as well because it's pertaining to college basketball. But only 22 players in those 5 conferences can say that they stayed with that school for 4 or the 5 years that it took to get that honor and that privilege to walk out on senior night. If you break it down by the numbers, the Big Ten, they have 10 players that were there for 4 years or longer. Big 12 has 5. Big East has 3. ACC has 3. And Mississippi State's Sean Jones Jr. is the only SEC player that spent all 4 years with the same program and was able to do that on senior night. You know, it's kind of you know, the world that we live in now with the college climate the way it is with the NIL money and stuff. You know, very little contract or kind of restrictions as far as transfers and everything else goes. We're seeing some of it kind of come back in the court system with NIL money. And lawsuits getting back some of the money that they were promised and stuff. But I think that this number stays this low for a while until maybe some of that's changed. And, you know, as we were just talking about the World Baseball Classic, breaking news, Mr. Aaron Judge just hit a 2-run homer in the top of the first to put the USA up 2-0 over Brazil.
All right. Aaron Judge. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but that was my sports story, and just with that happening, I wanted to go ahead and shout that out for sure.
All right, Matt.
Yeah, man. I know we kind of touched on the NCAA tournament this year, and I know we kind of briefly touched on this, but I kind of want to elaborate on the death of the Cinderella story in March Madness, man. You know, we just don't see it anymore. You know, for decades, man. You know, the magic of the NCAA, tournament was built on kind of one thing, and that was the Cinderella story. You know, a tiny school nobody believed in would show up, shock the country, and then crash the party. You know, we think about runs like, the Butler Bulldogs reaching back-to-back titles in 2010 and 2011. That year, George Mason made that Final Four run in 2006. The Florida Atlantic team in 2023, man, they got to the Final Four. St. Peter's got to the Elite Eight back in 2022. Those teams were like college basketball folklore. But in 2026 though, man, it seems like the Cinderella story is kind of starting to disappear, man. And I blame the transfer portal, man. You gotta blame them. So
absolutely, absolutely.
Because every time after a mid-major team has a magical run, like the best players don't stay anymore; they transfer. Princeton had this guy Zane Lee, I believe. Right. They did good. They transferred to Florida, and he's having a terrible season at Florida. But stars from small programs are now immediately recruited, by powerhouse schools like Kansas, the Duke, Kentucky, because the NIL money and portal, the big schools can simply buy the breakout players from the Cinderella teams. What used to be like a 3-year build for a small program is now like it's like one magical season before the roster disappears. Although March Madness might still produce upsets, but in the long run, man, that Cinderella team thing, man, honestly, guys, I believe it's over. So I kind of wanted to touch base with that and kind of get you guys' opinions on that. Do you guys think we'll still get Cinderella teams? Is there hope for it? How can we still get it? And what can we do about the transfer rules to kind of make sure this doesn't happen?
Okay, Matt, let me give you my scenario here. Okay. Yeah. It's as simple as this. It's called structure. The NCAA has none. They have no structure, none whatsoever. This NIL is out of control. They need to cap it. They need to put a salary cap on it. All right. Yes. The transfer portal, there needs to be rules. How in the world do you have a spring game and you have all your players, and then after the spring game's over, everybody transfers and you got to restructure again?
Crazy.
It's out of control. It's shame on the NCAA for doing this. Shame on the universities for letting this happen. And shame, the NCAA should be ashamed of themselves, because I'm going to tell you what, this is out of control and needs to be structured.
It's messy.
There's kids going bankrupt, Matt, and they're going bankrupt. Look at Deion Sanders. One kid was a Shiloh or whatever his name is. He was bankrupt. I mean, because of this NIL stuff. Kids going bankrupt. Kids, out there buying these high-priced cars and speeding all over the place and crashing and doing all kinds of silly things. And that's what happens when you give a young child or a young college student like that all that kind of money. So now let's just do it like that. Good coaches have quit because of it. Yep. I mean, it's out of control. All right, guys, that's my feeling on that. Shane, Ben, go ahead. You can chime in on this. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, well, I definitely think that we may see a Cinderella team. I know Brandon hates that he's not on here for this one, but that Miami of Ohio, sitting there, he's like, hey, now this is gonna be the one, because if you actually look at it, their scoring average, I think they're third in all of Division One. Their field goal percentage, I think that they're first in all of Division One, maybe. With almost 60% field goal percentage, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see once they get into the tournament and see better talented teams, that they haven't faced really this year. Because as we've mentioned before as well, they haven't faced a ranked opponent yet. So we'll definitely see that in the tournament. But that you're going to see some Cinderella type teams, but I think that they're going to be from bigger schools, as Matt and you are alluding to, because of the NIL money. Because if you put great recruits and a roster together, but based on talent and in a situation where it's win or go home, you can get hot, string together 5 wins and be right there competing for the title. So I wouldn't say that we'll see like the mid-major Cinderellas that we're used to seeing, but some Cinderella teams that make it in as an at-large bid, double digit, but string it together. May it be like a team like, say, Georgia or somebody like that, who's an 11-12 seed going into the tournament, but has the athletes there, just plays in a tough conference and puts it together at the end of the year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They might come up, Shane. They might come up with something that we've not seen, or that no one has seen. Some different play, some different structure of how they're going to do things. One other thing I wanted to add, and I know, Shane, you talked about what we were saying about the NIL. They also have to control this come back for a 7th year as a senior. They got to control some of that too. That has to be structured.
That's crazy.
Right? Yeah, that is nuts.
Yeah. No more COVID years.
That has to be controlled.
No more COVID years. That was 2020.
Yeah, it was. It was. Ben, go ahead. Your thoughts on what we're talking about here. Go ahead.
Sure. Well, I know it's not basketball related, but Ralph, you brought attention to great coaches leaving because of NIL. How about the greatest coach of all time in college football retiring because of NIL?
Nick Saban.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
and
you look at basketball now. To bring it back to the basketball world, I don't know that I wholeheartedly agree that there's not going to be any Cinderellas anymore, but I do think it definitely will be less common. I mean, for a while there, you had like UMBC, you had Loyola Chicago, Lehigh, it's just one after another. The Lehighs of the world, the Loyola Chicagos of the world, that might be, instead of once every 2 years, that may be once every 5 years. I definitely think it's not going to go away. Because all it takes is, like we said, all it takes is for some team to get hot and for some team to get cold. All it takes is to miss a few baskets, and there you go. There goes your season. So as far as who I think could be a Cinderella this year, I think we should be giving more attention to teams like Georgia. I know they're not quite like a Cinderella per se, but I would look at Miami, not Miami of Ohio. I'm talking about the U. Miami is, I think, flying under the radar in the ACC, and they are a team to watch for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it might happen this year, might not. We'll see. We have to find out. That's why we have a tournament. So let's find out what goes on. All right, guys, let's move on here. We have we're going to move on to our favorite part of the show, the honorable mentions, and we will give 2 to 4 sports stories that mainstream media doesn't cover or cover enough of. So here we are with our, I think.
That's terrible.
What we got? All right. Okay. First of all, the first honorable mention I'm going to say is a huge shout out to what the Sportz Nutz have accomplished this season. And over 4,500 subscribers, 300,000 views, as Brandon mentioned earlier, and also more to come for this season 6. We cannot wait for you all to grow with us. Our year-end goal is 8,500 subscribers and just under, excuse me, and 1 million views. All right, Shane, your first honorable mention. Go ahead.
My first honorable mention is going to go to Brock Murtha, a student there at the U.S. Naval Academy, is seeking a 5th year of eligibility from the NCAA to continue playing baseball. Not because he just wants to have a 5th year. He originally went to Notre Dame, played in 6 games out of 47, and then transferred to the Naval Academy. But he says that he wants to be there and continue playing because this May he'll be commissioned as an officer into the U.S. Marine Corps. So he said that the skills that he learns out on the field as well as in the classroom will teach him the leadership needed, especially in the coming times and the uncertain times that we face right now with what's going on in the world.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Shane. That's a good honorable mention. Go ahead, Matt, with yours.
This one, and Ben, I hope I don't take yours, man. But I hope I don't take yours. But this honorable mention, man, I'm gonna have to go with the Boston Celtics are getting their star back today, Jason Tatum, man. He's gonna.
I knew you were gonna say that.
He's coming back today. He's been out for 10 months with an Achilles injury. He's back. He's back today, man. I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna let Ben elaborate on the rest of it. Go ahead.
No, man, I ain't gonna sue your thunder.
No, you're good. But no, man, he's been going for 10 months, guys. Celtics are the number 2 team in the East right now. Many people think with Tatum coming back that the Celtics will be the team to beat, but I'm pretty sure Detroit's gonna have something to say about that. So, interested to see what he does tonight. I think more likely he'll be on a minute restriction. I personally think it's still kind of early. I thought he should have just took the whole season off since the Celtics are still in second. He at least could have waited. Yeah, take the whole season off, man. You don't want to mess up their chemistry during playoffs as well. Just take the whole season. But, according to Tatum, he just couldn't do that. He owed it to his teammates. So, he's going to come in and he's going to play today. So, interested to see what he does. As soon as I leave out of here, I'm going to tune into that game.
Yeah. All right, Ben, go ahead with your honorable mention, unless Matt stole
it. Well, I will add on to that one a little bit before I go into my honorable mention. I'm going to add the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum, first of all, he is shooting 2 of 8 right now, as of we sit now at halftime. So not off to a great start, but he's got to shake off the rust a little bit. The Celtics are 4.5 games back in the East, so anything's possible. There's still a lot of games left. Anything can happen. All it takes is one good push, and Boston can steal that 1 seed. My honorable mention, I am going to stick in the NBA though. How about Anthony Edwards, averaging 29 points a game over the last 10 games he's played? Unreal player, man. A lot of people are talking about Nikola Jokic should win another MVP, or SGA should go back to back. How about Ant-Man? I'm just going to throw it out there. How about Anthony Edwards for MVP? He might be snatching that. He might be snatching that thing away, man. He's playing really good, and give credit where credit's due.
Yeah. All right, let's go into our second honorable mention, and I'm going to say the Dallas Stars NHL team. They are on the verge of a 10-game winning streak, and have turned into one of the hottest teams in the NHL. Shane, your second honorable mention. Go ahead.
Let's see. My next honorable mention, I'm going to do a shout out to Phoenix International Raceway. The Cup Series, the Rally Series, and the IndyCar Series, along with the ARCA Series, is all there this weekend. Last weekend in St. Petersburg, the IndyCar Series kicked off with a great race, but also had the Truck Series race at the same venue, back days, and kind of going off the success of that. They're running their race tomorrow on Saturday instead of their normal Sunday race, and NASCAR will be running on Sunday, but as well as O'Reilly's tomorrow. So the ARCA race was pretty good last night. They freed up so we can watch some baseball tonight with this World Baseball Classic going on. But definitely shout out to them. And so far, from what I've seen, it's been put on a great show.
All right, Matt, your second honorable mention.
My second one is going to go to the San Antonio Spurs as a whole organization. Right now, guys, they are second in the West, and we're talking about a team that picked in the lottery for the last 2 seasons. So they just had the second pick in the draft. They drafted well. Have a myriad of young players. Of course, they got the big alien Wemby up there, man. So he changes games. But what a lot of people aren't talking about is De'Aaron Fox and how he's been leading that team, man. So got to give a shout out to the Spurs. Nobody thought they'll be this good this fast, but they are showing that they're contenders this year.
All right, Ben.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go back to baseball. I was talking about the U in basketball just a few minutes ago. How about Derek Williams, outfielder for the Miami Hurricanes? For those of y'all who don't know, he's in his 5th year in college, 23 years old. He's batting .535 right now.
Wow.
.535. That's better than half of the pitches he's getting to hit them. That's unreal, man. He's already on pace. Last year, he batted .317, had 9 home runs and 22 RBIs. He already has 21 RBIs right now.
Wow.
Only 13 games in.
Right.
He's going to shatter his last year's stats.
Yeah, he's going to be an interesting draft for the for Major League Baseball if he keeps that up.
Batting .535, you're doing something right, man.
Oh, absolutely. All right, let's get into our third honorable mention, and mine is the World Baseball Classic, as Shane mentioned earlier, and finishing up spring training, soon to be opening day. What do they call baseball? America's pastime. It's about to start happening. The hot dogs, the popcorn, and the soda pop, and the beer, and all that stuff that goes on at the games. It's baseball. No matter what the team is, no matter what you think of it, it's always pretty much a fun atmosphere. No matter where you go, all the ballparks are pretty much the same. So that's my honorable mention. Shane, go ahead with your third one, and then we're going to move on after this. Go ahead.
Let's see. My third honorable mention, I'm going to shout out John Daly Jr. He's
Junior.
He's down at the Puerto Rico Open there, his first PGA Tour event. And he's in the mix, not leading right now, but is in the mix down there at his first event, playing. I believe Blades Browns is playing in that one. Who just had a great round at a PGA Tour sponsor exempt, that he went to, not sponsor exempt, but he won a couple tournaments to get into it. And ended up making the weekend and all that. So definitely playing with some good competition and showing he's got talent. Of course, he showed glimpses of his father when interviewed after his first round. They asked what he was going to do, and he said, "I'm probably going to go sit at the pool or at the beach." And just sit back and relax. So definitely like father, like son, but can play some good golf too.
All right, Matt, go ahead.
First off, let me give an honorable mention to Shane's background, man. That is awesome, dude.
Yes, that is.
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. I saw it on social media earlier today, man. I meant to text you and tell you that, man. That's excellent background. Man.
It is. It is very nice.
Nice. This will be my last honorable mention, man. Yesterday, with 11 seconds left in the first quarter, Mr. LeBron James hit a turnaround fadeaway that made him pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most field goals made in NBA history. So shout out to LeBron James for breaking another one of Kareem's records. I wish Brandon was here to hear this.
All right, there you are. Ben, your third and final honorable mention. Go ahead.
Sure. For those of y'all that are tuning into the show tonight that keep up with football recruiting, y'all need to pay attention to a guy by the name of Monsoon Sales, 7th-ranked overall player in the nation right now. Wide receiver, plays for Lawrenceville North in Indianapolis, Indiana. Well, here's why I bring him up. Last week at the NFL Combine, he ran a 40-yard dash. That's right, a high school recruit. He ran the 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine, and you got to think, man, if he lives up to his high school billing, he'll be back there in 3 years. He ran an official 4.43, which is, I mean, that's pretty darn good for a kid who's probably 16, 17 years old. Unreal, man. He's down to his top 4, which is the Miami, the U, Ohio State, Indiana, and Alabama.
All right,
impressive. He'll be going to Ohio State.
All right, we got.
He's going to Alabama, baby.
Oh, okay. There you go.
He wants the ball. Right. He wants the ball, so he'll go to Ohio State. He wants the ball.
All right. What an amazing episode we had here today. We want to give a special request, though. We always enjoy your interaction, but we need your help. We want to hear from you. Message us on our YouTube page, Facebook at Sportz Nutz. Twitter, same as Facebook, and through email, link found in the bio. Give us a topic or two. So, if you'd like us to talk about something, I think we should talk about cornhole. No, I'm just kidding. And so anyway, we would love to have a guest speaker to come on for about 10 or 15 minutes and debate, and you have until April 20th, 2026 to submit your ideas. Here's the upcoming schedule for the Sportz Nutz. We're taking the week off. We will be back on episode 205, season 6 premiere, Monday, March the 16th. And Kai Carlin of the USA Today, who covers the 76ers, will join the show. And then episode 206, Wednesday, March 18th, and episode 207, Friday, March 20th. I believe it is. Hang on a minute here. I pushed the wrong. Okay, there we go. Jerry White will join us, and I will be filling in once again for Brandon on the Friday show and the 207. I believe the other ones as well. I'll be filling in for Brandon. Jerry White will be our guest, and of the Jerry White Show, he will join us to give us thoughts on the NFL draft. That's going to be a very interesting conversation because I love draft talk. I really do. I love it. Episode 208, Monday, March 23rd. It's that time. With that being said, we hope that you have a great weekend. And I'm going to give my final goodbyes. We'll go with you, Shane. Go ahead, give your final goodbyes.
Oh yeah, well, as our season 5 is coming to
final
an
episode today. Yes.
I want to tell everybody that we appreciate all the likes, all the comments, all the follows, all the subscribes. We really do appreciate you. If it wasn't for you guys out there, we wouldn't be.
That's right.
Season 6. So.
That's right.
And definitely want to give everybody on here a shout out, as well as Brandon, for saying, hey,
yes,
we've made it so far.
Yes, we have.
As we mentioned, getting up there in that 800-day range, as Brandon likes to mention about the Olympics coming and all that, but man, I hope everybody had a great week. Hopefully, a great weekend ahead is planned. But as I always say, may the good Lord bless you. Peace, love, and bacon grease.
All right, Matt. Your final thoughts. Go ahead. I call it final thoughts, but go ahead.
Final thoughts. Yeah, man. Everybody have a great weekend, man. Have a great weekend and enjoy your time. Enjoy your sports.
Put your clock up 1 hour, please. Don't
yes,
forget.
Yes. Put the clock at 1 hour, man. I'm gonna keep this one short. Guys, just have a good weekend.
You too, Matt. Thank you. All right, Ben, go ahead with your final thoughts or goodbyes.
First off, I just want to thank all y'all for tuning into the show tonight. And we could not do it without all the subscribers, all the shares, the comments. It's much love here, man, for real. And we love y'all. And, we appreciate doing this. We are really blessed and privileged to do this show for y'all, just to be able to do this. And, everybody have a safe, good weekend. Be smart. And God bless everybody.
All right. I want to thank the staff and management of KFC Radio for letting us put this program on the air on their radio station. Also, I want to thank KFC for letting me put one of my shows on Monday through Friday. I had to not cancel it, but I'm going to shorten it down to maybe 1 or 2 days a week. I have a show on there on KFC Radio during the week. I have another project that I'm handling. I was picked up by Pittsburgh radio station WKHB 620 AM. Fridays 5:00 p.m. coming real soon. As soon as I sign the contract, 5 p.m. Sports Corner Radio Show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, Luther Dupree. Saturdays we're on 2 to 3 p.m. on AM 1250. The Answer 92.5 on the FM dial and the Answer PGH.com. Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, Luther Dupree. And now, instead of 1 day, we're on 2 days, and it's a weekday and a weekend. 2 different stations, Sports Corner Radio Show. Make sure you tune in as well. All right, 4.
I'm staying busy.
Hey, you know what, Matt? I was always taught this when I drove a cab: squeaky wheel gets the grease.
There you go, my man.
You got that right. All right, for Shane Owen, Matt Thomas, and Ben Willis, I'm Ralph Williams, your fill-in host today for Brandon Keeler. Thank you, Brandon, for letting me do this and also having my shows on the network. Stay tuned. We're off next week. We'll be back March the 16th. Please mark that on your calendar. And until next time,
10 days.
Season 6, have yourself a great one. And please, by all means, be safe. And please, and I say please, put your clock up 1 hour. Thank you.